what you think, compare me. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. You tell the police that I'm the bank and I want on my money. I just bought a cost an arm and a leg. My mama told me to take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I just bought a cost an arm and a leg. My mama told me to take it back and get a job instead. I never got too much in common, I swear. Call the friends up and brag about we did. Whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Klops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. Bank road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad gon' get.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a couple of big targets who will be looking to get open.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now Foles. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, look at the starting lineup defensively for the Chiefs. Somewhat surprisingly, this unit 28th overall this year in the league.
Well, you think about them as takeaway experts, and those numbers were still pretty good. I think they were 7th in the league in takeaways. The biggest problem is they allowed people to run the football down their throat. 28th against the run. And when you think about it, that doesn't play to their strength because their strength is turning pass rushers like Justin Houston loose and ball hawks like Marcus Peters in the secondary. But you can't do that if people can run the ball effectively because you're not putting them in passing situations. So that's where the defense got hurt this season.
So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front.
By putting the ball in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Wentz completes it to Ajayi. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. I It's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Again, it's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going up top. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. It would have been a long night.
And After the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how this season. He's got a man complete past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So they're going to go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue,
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapula Vate Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the... top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for
the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Wentz going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And Wilson has it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Throwing his Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it.
He cheated, bro. He pressed the whole thing. I'm restarting with another team, and he's trash because he cheated this whole game. I'm just now saying something because I thought I could come back, but his cheat power is so good.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Told you he keep cheating. That's why I don't like to play with him, but I'm gonna play with him again. I'm gonna see if he cheats again.
I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no felony. Forward thinking, yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met in debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get in my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a car chase speeding. And if my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but at airplane mode. Code, no P code, no time to change clothes. Same clothes, love if you're living by the same code. G code, leave. You dead to me, back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I'll never need. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't. You know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. Look, I cut the drama out my energy. Focus on an inner me, never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life.
He's about to get trashed.
Drop my top to get my mind right. Pull up in the Rari loud pipe. Them the dime, my wrist a Hyundai. Yeah, Gucci Python.
And this time if he cheats, I'ma smack the mess out of him. Okay? YouTube fans, beware. Your favorite YouTuber is winning.
I made an M deposit. Paid all these dudes with the game. Sacrifice your strides for that stain. Sacrifice. Heard you sacrifice your life for that change.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of arguably the top two corners in the league, two Super Bowl champions. It's Darrelle Revis going up against...
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
See, he's scared to kick that to me.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. Now it's Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not. How they envision ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
User sack.
Great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man, just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A third-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing.
I hit him like a man.
That is cause for celebration.
He's a child.
Across the league, when you see these guys get their opportunities, and not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. Oh, it's incomplete.
Almost, guys. We got to do that again.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
No, sir. Big boy. I love big boys.
Ball security's preached like crazy. But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year. But they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
They run it with Carson, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The connection made. It's Graham. And he's brought down.
He's like another, I don't know. But great catch, guys. Right though, Wilson.
Shaking up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's caught outright by Graham and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterback. Because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Oh, my God.
So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again here, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
This is how we do it.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1.
Working my way down. Working my way down the field with the ball. Yeah. Now it's a touchdown.
And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise.
That's okay. We didn't need that kick anyway. Once I get settled in, I'm about to put my PlayStation camera up, and you're going to see my face all the time.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
He ain't dangerous. He ain't dangerous. He ain't dangerous. He ain't dangerous. Oh!
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams, but he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
This is how we do it.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit.
This is how we do it.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls in.
I think he just can't catch. I don't know.
And that brings up 4th. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
I told you there's no cheating on this game, or I'm going to slap him, so he's not cheating no more.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what... This first quarter.
That was fake. That was a completion. I know y'all see this, right? 1, 2. His foot is down. Both of them. That's whatever. He can't beat me.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up for a good...
That's how we hit, baby boy. That's how we hit.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they... And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him.
This person can't guard Michael Bennett.
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. It'll be a 3-yard.
He ain't doing nothing on me.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will return this one to the 30.
I gave him that because he was whining and said, I need a touchdown, I need a touchdown. It's like, nah, I just threw it up. Because we about to win this still.
So rarely, you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Detroit!
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout.
They're cheating! I called the timeout right before the play. They're cheating. Oh my gosh! I called the timeout right before the play. They're cheating. They're cheating. And then they're gonna call it right after the play when I call it right before the play.
This is Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's scared to throw it to Tyreek Hill.
Taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, with the identity map to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now here's Mahomes, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks.
He can't do nothing on me.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point try now for Walsh. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of...
I tried to try something else.
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He's that trash. Patrick Mahomes is trash.
No. Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss. To 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Off the fake to Lacey, here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw is Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 50.
They can't guard me.
Pick up there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Again, Wilson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
I thought he fumbled right there.
They'll run it with Lacey. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Eddie Lacy. Woo, 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 woo.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms.
I keep trying to try something new. I'm going to try something new. It don't matter. He's not going to score. He's trash. He's trash. I'm going to try something new.
Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you
I try to be considerate and let him get some yardage.
Down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown him a little bit.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And if we would have got that, I would have been laughing.
Get through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback.
What's his name? Richard Sherman. Oh, what's his name? Richard Sherman.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation?
I think he should put Alex Smith back in. He's not doing nothing because Patrick Mahomes is trash. Just saying.
Give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Wilson, and this one's incomplete.
See, that's how you know the defense is trash. They can't even pick it up when it's right in front of their face.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And the tip there, the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's got some space here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the...
I did not mean to hit go. I was trying to search something up. Gosh.
Get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth game. Instead, second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill able to drop.
Y'all seen that? I started choking him.
For a loss of 4. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. This offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back now. It's standing field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the
DJ, he's cheating. He said I could test something, and then he going to sack me. He's a bum. It's cool. I'm about to get this.
Good job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Wilson on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, you know, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
We all know the teams. Never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
No, check. Patriot.
On the run, this is Hunt. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground, right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's.
Pass interference. Defense.
What? You're some freaking cheaters. I'm gonna look.
So they saw the contact.
I'm gonna look at the replay right now. He slipped. We did not even touch him. All right, my boy. This is how you play good defense.
Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers.
He about to be high because he got his first touchdown.
They make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them.
And no escaping this time.
You're a freaking cheater! I asked you, can I touch something?
Why'd you just run?
Because I was getting ready to. Same plays.
That's a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
That website told me a lie. I searched up how the QB slide. I pressed the buttons to do it. The QB did not slide. And then he made a touchdown. I hate this game. But I'm winning, so he can score all he wants. He can't catch up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So they're going to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure.
They're hyped because they got their first touchdown. First touchdown.
Two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick when you don't get it. The risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's got the completion to Eddie Lacy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown.
See, I'm letting them catch up. Well, I'm not letting them catch up, but I'm like letting them score right now. But this is that's the last time I'm doing that. Cause he is trash for real.
Educated guesses, great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go now. Blue line.
And they'll still try and run for it. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10.
He's trying to keep doing it.
this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the
I keep letting him do that.
Yo, if I could change.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
I'm going to give Wilson a break. Told you I'm going to give Wilson a break.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And the return comes to a halt.
Come on, QB.
Partner, no surprise to you.
Come on, QB.
Defensive perspective. In the range,
You scared? Are you scared, bro?
The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
This is how we do it.
What do you say like that?
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This is becoming...
There you go, QB. There you go.
...on the field on most plays.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And this one travels out of bounds.
He tried to be like me. That's my son. Timothy's my son. He tried to be like me.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's knocked away.
He's stupid.
Kareem Hunt is running back.
Let's go, Thomas the third.
And now it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he's unable to grab it.
That's how you know Tyreek Hill's trash.
Position couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually,
Finally, he put Alex Smith in.
And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Smith. And able to find Conley.
See, that's what Alex Smith does. Patrick, wait, that's Davis. Wait, no. Alex, that's what Alex Smith does. Patrick Mahomes is trash. Now I got competition because Alex Smith is in. I ain't had no competition when the other guy was in.
Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And
they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
It's just that our defense is good, but I got competition still.
Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside.
He's my son. Told him that.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
On 1st down, Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 43.
That's not your fault, QB.
That's going to go. It's a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down.
That's right, Thomas Rawls. That's right, Davis.
For 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
Operating from the gun, Davis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Davis looking to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. But really nice.
That QB did good.
They played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice.
See, that QB was doing better than Wilson, bro. Swear to God, Wilson's is annoying.
What the mindset was to go for it.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing is Smith. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's cool. They can't guard you. You could guard it. Number 27, you barely did nothing, so shut up.
Keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he went nowhere.
Where? Right there, buddy.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
We're right there again, buddy.
I really thought he caught that.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll rifle it and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
What the heck, Wilson?
26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a tip there.
I had to throw that away.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't really. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Dancing to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35.
Came out of nowhere.
Derek Johnson in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
We need Jimmy Graham back, bro. We need Jimmy.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On third and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
They saved me.
Foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
You slowpoke Graham! I'm keeping you out for the rest of the game. Matter of fact, it wasn't even your fault. My bad. You're staying in for the rest of the game. It was that dirty backhead Wilson. I hate him. I'm putting number 6 back.
Can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 59 yards.
See, this is what you get, Wilson.
I'm coming back.
You're not coming back.
24.
Explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's scared to throw a patch.
They're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs.
He's scared to throw it.
A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run.
He ain't getting this. Throw it, bum. Throw it to whoever's on number 25. Richard Sherman. He's doing PA around or something.
Figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there.
User hit stick.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
Oh, all right.
What?
Oh, all right.
You're thinking, well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And that one results.
He can't guard me.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Allen Bailey in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the great one, Darrell Revis. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance. But he
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 13 yards.
17 barely did anything during the whole game.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley in the final minute. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception.
I accept this loss. Just let you know, I was Kansas City Chiefs the whole time.
I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to go deep for Conley. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for Kansas
I let him score that because I know the game was over and I just let him score.
33 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. They'll try to run it here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment. Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Wilson. So left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty up.
Okay, that's it, guys. The game is over. Tune in tomorrow and see me whoop this guy's butt. And comment if you wanna play, if you want us to play Fortnite, Madden, or NBA.
44.